Right now, trick-or-treaters are home counting their candy, and parents are putting away decorations and probably going to be throwing out their pumpkins. But what should you keep in mind during your spooky season cleanup?
CBS 13's Laura Hafley is getting answers on how you can keep unwanted animals away from your holiday trash. Laura.
Well, this Auburn neighborhood tonight has been packed with witches and wizards, ghosts and goblins, and I want to introduce you to some more spooky friends here, but these aren't the only visitors on this street tonight. They've also had a lot of wildlife. Take a look at why. Spooky season is in full swing. Auburn is leaning into the holiday spirit with sweets and scares. Scott Olson's family has haunted this neighborhood for 8 years.
I love the reactions.
But after the candy is counted and decorations are all cleaned up, there's another fear factor facing neighbors.
Our neighbor had a bear in his garbage, so we definitely get that kind of wildlife in this neighborhood.
Like bears and bucks rummaging through backyards. But why? Bucks like this one, spotted in a garden, are looking for mates, and bears are preparing for the winter.
They're biologically triggered to eat as many calories, consume as many calories as they can.
Wildfires and drought, according to Peter Tira with California Department of Fish and Wildlife, are also in part to blame.
The landscape is very dry, and developed areas do present easier living. I mean, you have landscape gardens with ponds and irrigation, and that's very attractive, certainly to deer and bears.
Tira says feeding wildlife food, even pumpkins, is against the law.
Because when they are attracted to residential areas or rural areas where people live, problems occur, right? They get hit by a car, they become bolder, and they become aggressive. And we want these animals in the wild.
So if you can't feed your pumpkins to wildlife and you don't want to just throw them out, what do you do with your leftover pumpkins after Halloween? Well, employees here at Isley Nursery in Auburn have some suggestions for you.
We've got a bunch of local farms that use them for feeding their livestock to make sure that none of them go to waste and they all get used properly.
But for this neighborhood, the pumpkins aren't put away until the last piece of candy is gone. Now, of course, if you do see a large animal in your neighborhood, call local law enforcement. Don't feed it. These guys have been great. They haven't scared me too bad. They've gone easy on me, but this has been a great night of Halloween here in Auburn. Now, favorite candy from both of you, I want to know.
Yeah, I gotta go with Snickers probably.
Oh,
right?
We're the same. Snickers and Reese's. Hard to beat. You're very brave, Laura. I don't know that I can stand there with quite the wild neighborhood.
Who's your favorite?
It's scary.
I think my favorite
It's
is the one
scary.
to her left, the clown, right?
It's intense.
There's a clown, and there's this guy hides in the bushes dressed as a bush. That's pretty scary, too.
Okay. I have a new favorite scary one then. Laura, thank you. Live in Auburn. And then they made it free somehow. That's so tricky.